Okay, let's do this. I am so excited to share this with you. Welcome to 101 days of breathwork tapping. This is episode 1, and I am so passionate about sharing this work because people from all around the world have used my work to transform their lives in literally every area, from healing chronic pain that the doctors told them was impossible to heal, stomach spasms, saving wombs from hysterectomies, healing sciatica and saving people from back operations too, healing anxiety, agoraphobia, overwhelm, helping people up level in their businesses, grow their social media followings into one client to 180,000 from next to none. This is the work that if you continue doing, if you do all episodes of 101 days of breathwork tapping with me, Kai Clifford, your life will be unrecognizable by the time we finish. Now, you'll be receiving an episode about every 3 days or so, maybe sooner, maybe longer, it depends. So get on my email list to receive updates so they can be sent right to your inbox. You'll see this in the comments below. So just go into the comments or the description so you can sign up to make sure that you don't just see me once and then never hear from me again, because this is going to get you connected to what really matters and help you give, help you receive, and really help that universal flow move through your body and life. So think of the thing that you really, truly desire. Really think of the thing that actually lights you up to have it. That if there were no blocks in the way, that if you knew it would be easier than you imagined, if you had all the support you needed, and if things just magically lined up, what is that thing that actually lights you up? So if you got your thing, feel free to write it in the comments below and use it as a sort of notepad as we go. You got your thing? Hands on your heart. So just follow me exactly. Breathe how I breathe. You may not be able to get the breath as deep at the beginning, but just sink deeper into the breath each time. Match my tone of voice because we want to exaggerate to help stir up the feelings. We want to stir up the negative feelings. So do not turn this off halfway through because you'll just be stirred up and triggered. Now, right after you want to turn it off, you're like, oh, this is a bit hard. Maybe it seems a bit boring because you're having to face these parts of you don't want to face. Use your breath, use your courage, reset your attention span and drop back in. Maybe tap harder, breathe more, feel deeper. Maybe it will help you to walk around the room but staying inside, or maybe just close your eyes and drop in. Breathe more, exaggerate more, just anything to make it more interesting. Don't stare across the room and disassociate. Try to actually feel the feelings. Okay, so think of the thing that you want. You've got it. Then maybe you've typed it in the comments. Now, I want you to get really honest with yourself. This isn't the time to be positive, okay? You're likely positive a lot of the time. You likely have big parts of you that do believe this. You absolutely believe that this will happen, except if you're really honest, there's some little tiny background parts that just have a little bit of a wobble, or maybe a big wobble. They're like, oh, I don't know. Oh, no, I do believe it. I know I can. I know this and this and that, but... So close your eyes and take a breath down into that wobble. Where is that little iffy, wobbly, shaky part of you that's like, Okay, let yourself be honest with it. And if you don't have one at all, fantastic, but you have to choose a bigger thing, otherwise there's no point. Okay, or just get more honest with yourself and keep looking. It's like, well, if I did have a part of me that doubted, what would it be? Now, if you don't have that part there, then it probably won't come up. So just allow yourself to feel that doubt. Okay. Now, ask this feeling in your body. Put your hands over it. So maybe it's on your stomach. Put your hands over it on your stomach. If it's in your face, put it there. Okay, so put your hands over where you feel it and say to yourself, what would I have to believe about myself to feel this way? Preferably out loud, but you can do it sort of loudly in your head as well. Okay, so feel the feeling. Don't try to think of the answer. It will just come up. So pause and empty your head and go, what would I have to believe about myself to feel this way? Listen. Okay, let that come up. Let yourself be honest about what you're really thinking. Even if part of you doesn't believe it, okay, we can choose not to believe it. But right first, you have to get honest with yourself about the part that does. Okay? So why? Continue the sentence on. So what would I have to believe about myself to feel this way? The answer you got. And now continue. What else? Why? Why? Pause me if you need more time. You may even like to keep tracing it down. It's like, well, I feel this way because it might not be good enough. Why? Might not be good enough because I've made a mistake before. Okay, well, why do I believe this? Oh, Why am I not willing to back myself? Why? Okay, so once you've got your little paragraph, how true does that feel out of 10? 10 being the highest, most true, most like, oh no, because we're, doing the fear here. So how true does this fear feel? If it's anything below like a 2 or a 3, then definitely up level your vision, okay, to something higher. And now your job is just to follow along, keep feeling the feeling without trying to change it. Don't even hope it changes. Do not even hope it releases. Your job is to simply send it compassion as you feel it. Relax your body around it and it will shift on its own later on, once and only once you accept that it's a part of you at the moment, but you trust it's temporary, so you don't have to try to change it. Okay, this is very important, what I guide my one-to-one clients through. So if you want actual expert help releasing and transmuting these feelings, get in touch with me for my high-end deluxe coaching. Okay, so tapping either side of your chest, underneath the collarbones. You've got this, okay? Now stay with me, no distractions. This won't take long. Okay, tapping the chest. Repeat after me. I know what I want. Think about what it is. Nod your head. I really desire this. Take a breath on that. Big sigh. Relax those shoulders. Big yawn, even if it's fake. Feel it in your belly button. Okay, repeat after me. I know what I want, but, and say your negative thing. Keep going. Pause if you need more time to say more or you want to repeat it again, but don't go anywhere else. Okay. I admit I have these doubts. These parts of me that think that it cannot happen. Or if it does happen, it will not be how I want it to be. Why? What is it that you think it'll be like instead? So tune into that and feel this feeling in your body. And it makes me feel how? Doubtful, disappointed, angry, frustrated. Makes me feel how? Nod your head. Yep, I definitely feel it. Make this sound. So frustration will be like, ah. Disappointment will be, anger will be, like, so what's your sound? So close your eyes, feel the feeling. If you need to use a cushion, an open mouth to like muffle the sound, or if you need to go and really like keep it silent, that's okay, but try to use your sound because energy moves on sound. Ready? Feel the feeling, feel whatever it is. Close your eyes. Breathe into where you feel it, relax your heart towards it and make it sound. Relax that belly button. And again, this time I want you to really exhale it twice as long. Go. What's your sound? Make your sound. From the feeling. All the way up. Push it a little bit extra. Even if you've inhaled again, just go. Big sigh. Okay, tap the side of your hand on the karate chop point. You just have to admit that it's here, feel it, and send it empathy without trying to change it. Believe me, this works. Okay, I choose to admit I have this feeling and feel where it is. Nod your head. Yep, I definitely feel it. And say the negative thought. And I feel this way because... the whole story. Keep going. And I feel it in my body. Big sigh. Feel the heaviness of it or the tension of it. Do not try to change it. Like, go into it like you're wearing a jacket of it. Go into it like you're slipping into it. Don't try not to judge it. Open the mouth, open the mouth. Say, hi, little part of me. I've been trying to get rid of you. I've been wanting to be positive. And a lot of the time I have been. But for right now, I give you permission. I give you permission to be here. Go like this. Because you are anyway. Tap the inside of your wrist together. The truth is, I do have these doubts. Fears, worries. What else? concerns, unforgiveness and anger. So you can say your own feeling over and over again or whatever feels true for you. I choose to admit I have very good reasons for feeling this way. Relax your shoulders, relax your fingertips, relax your belly button. Things have happened. So what has happened in your past that makes you believe this feeling? What would you have to believe from your past? What happened? So empty your head. What happened? Okay. Hand on your heart. Tap around the top of your head. Okay, so what happened when you were young? The further back you can go, the better. When I was young, something happened. So what's your negative thing that makes me believe that life is... What about life? So it could be like that I let myself down, that I get disappointed, that life is hard, that it's not safe to shine, that I can't share my success with others, that people would judge me for how much I have or how much you don't have, whichever it is. Okay, so what's yours? If any of those resonate, say it out loud and add in your own. Big deep breath. Oh, open the throat, open all the pathways. Oh, really relax into it, relax towards the feeling. Don't even hope it changes. It's going to get worse probably before it gets better. This is a good thing. Okay, tap your eyebrows right here next to the nose, at the top of the nose. Repeat after me like you mean it. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, even though I have these issues. I'm open to loving and adoring myself, even though part of me secretly doesn't. Tap in the corners of the eyes right where you do that winged eyeliner, right in the very corner. I'm open to sending myself compassion, because the truth is I really care about this. Do it with your hands. I care about this. I want to be better. I don't want to feel this way. Shrug your shoulders, but I do. Even though I feel this way and I don't want to, I choose to send myself grace and compassion. Now use the word for your higher power, whether it's God, divine, universe, infinite intelligence, your higher self. Okay, so don't get caught up on the words I'm using. I choose to ask God to help me see the truth. Now go right into the middle of your body, as deep as you can go. I ask my higher self to come forth and merge with my consciousness. Because your higher self isn't up there. It's higher because it's a higher vibration and it's in the center of your being. Tap in the top of your, what are these? Top of the cheekbones, right underneath the pupil, next to the nose. Not down here, up here, right on top. Take a breath. Okay, reset your attention span. Okay, shake your hands. Okay, come back into the healing. Okay, repeat after me. Even though when I was young, that happened. And think of what it is. What you said before or whatever pops up now. I choose to go back in space and time to my younger self. So close your eyes and imagine this feeling that you're working with is your younger self in this place in your body or in your energy field, wherever you feel her. And I want you to take a breath and relax your heart towards this feeling. Ready? Big, long, floaty sigh. Big yawn. Even if it's a fake yawn. Hand on your heart, tapping the divot above your lips, right in the little divot. Repeat after me. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. So imagine yourself as a younger kid. Imagine this feeling is you. Close your eyes. Where do you feel it in your body? I feel it in my... Where is it? And if it's in multiple places, see if you can connect the two feelings. They might not be, but maybe they are. So just feel around. This isn't to change it. This isn't to heal it. That will not work. Yes, this whole thing will heal it, but not if you try. Okay, don't try. Okay, so go into the feeling and relax the clenching around it. Relax the cramping, that secret part of you that is secretly hoping it will change. Relax that, not the pain, not the fear, not the shame. Okay, close your eyes, go into the clamping, the clenching, the cramping. And like little hands opening, go, ah, big exhale, open your throat and all the body bits, the cellular structure around the feeling. So give it a wiggle. Oh, hand on your heart, tapping the divot above your lips. Big sigh. Pause thoughts. Pause thoughts. Go down into the feeling. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Get curious. And now trace your mind along the edges of the feeling, like running a finger along your hand, but really softly, even just above the finger, like just above the hand. Run your mind along wherever you feel this feeling. So you might like to give the feeling a color. Just make it up. The color might change. It doesn't matter. This is your imagination. Tapping the diva under your lips. Say the color is... Could be black, it could be blue, purple, pink, any color. Could be multiple colors. Say it again. The color is... Close your eyes, relax your back, and I feel it in here. Now, it doesn't matter what its name is, but we could try. This feeling of what? Shame, pain, disappointment, frustration. What is it? And again, pause your thoughts, and I feel it in here. Get curious. Take a breath into the area, right into the area while your mind stays in there. Ready? Stay in there, stay in there, stay in there. Hold on, hold. Gentle float. Don't try to change it. We want it to get worse. So use your breath and your courage and let it move. If any energy is moving like tears or yawning or coughing, let it happen. If not, that's okay. Just keep tapping and feeling. Stretch up to give it more space. Oh, release the feeling into your body. I release this feeling into my body. If you have any like opposite thoughts, like, well, that's not how it works, just try it, okay? Just try it exactly how I say it because I know what I'm doing. Okay, tap, where are we doing? Tap the chest. Repeat after me. Even though I have this feeling and I want it to change, it's a part of me from when I was young. So what's happening to her? So let's go in and protect her. Imagine you have a posse of angels surrounding you, beings of brilliant love and light. Let's call in God, the Holy Spirit, universe, infinite intelligence to come down and help us in this healing, to go into the past, to your younger self, into this alternate part of you and surround it with your light. So feel this feeling wherever it is in your body or energy field or both, and breathe in around it and imagine a beautiful, colorful, iridescent, loving light surrounding this feeling like a big, strong orb. Surround it with a beautiful, powerful golden light. Just imagine it, whether you see it, feel it, pretend it, know it. It's a real energy happening now. Okay, so go in, surround it. Don't even hope it heals. Let it hurt and say, even though I want this to change, I choose to let it hurt because it is anyway. And maybe what it really needs is my love and protection. This feeling might not even change today. And what if, even if it doesn't change, what if I'm worthy as I am? Even if I don't believe it. Even if I don't feel completely worthy. What if I actually am worthy whether I know it or not? Okay, breathe into the area of your body. Imagine beautiful swirling light flowing through the atomic structure, through the space in between atoms, not to change it or push it, to flow through it. It's going right through wherever you feel this feeling. Just see it, pretend it, feel it. It doesn't matter. Just know it's there. Swirl your body, spin your body like a little, what's this? Like a little swirl. Just big, deep breath, relax the clenches and give it permission to be here fully. Oh, big wide open mouth. Use your breath, use your courage. Lean your heart towards it. Oh, all the way out. Oh. And another sigh. Okay, if you want to take 2 or 3 more breaths, pause and do that, but do not go anywhere. Just big breaths. Okay, repeat after me. Feel the feeling. I choose to release this feeling into my body. And I choose to give myself a break. Tap your belly and your ribs, because even though I'm not perfect, And think of the reasons why you think you can't do the thing. And these things feel really true. I send myself compassion. And now do that without trying to change it. Now find the part of you that doesn't want to send it compassion, the part that doesn't want to do this, the part that doesn't want to keep it, the part that hates it. And say, I also have this other part of me that does not want it to stay. Acknowledge the fact and say, well, this part just wants me to be better. Tap the side of the hand and create your point. And this is how it was taught to treat me. It was taught to treat me through judgment and criticism. So it just wants me to be better. So I choose to send this part of me compassion too. So feel into your body wherever you feel that resistance to allowing it, and really let that be there too. Breathe in, accept it, send it compassion, thank it for caring enough to care. Big deep breath. Relax your skin, really relax your body bits all the way around it. We want it to expand and move through your body. This is the way, okay? So use your breath and your courage. Okay, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Oh, big yawn. Tap the inside of your wrist together. Okay, now go into a part of your body where you feel a lightness, a brightness, a goodness, something that feels easy. And now breathe into that part. And relax your heart towards the ease, the brightness, the goodness. Even if it's in your foot or your hip or your ankle, mine's right now in my back. Big exhale. Imagine it's brightening, it's glowing, big deep breath, and the whole entire energy is going to through your body just by deciding it will. Drew, just pretend and play like a child. Go. Ooh. Okay, handing your heart tap around the top of your head. Okay, I choose to go back in space and time to rescue my younger self. Okay, so see these angels we were talking about earlier? Bring them in. Get in between your younger self and whoever is criticizing or hurting her or whatever is making her doubt herself. Just imagine it. Big sigh. The angels are creating a light barrier, pushing back whatever it is. Angels are turning inwards towards her, towards you, your younger self, and embracing her. So feel yourself lifted up. Feel this pain, this energy lifted up. They're not judging it. They know it doesn't need to change because it will change later when it feels loved, after it feels accepted, after you stop judging it. Okay, so tapping, where are we tapping? Tap on the eyebrows. Repeat after me. I'm open to loving and approving of myself. Big sigh. Okay, we're almost done. And even though I have this part of me that doubts that what I want can happen, I admit I doubt that what I want can happen. Tap in the corners of your eyes. Another part of me knows that it can. So it's up to me to disprove my negative beliefs. So what was that belief you're working on before? It says I can't do it because. Say it again. And because. Repeat it or say more. And so I'm secretly worried that, what? But am I sure that this has to be true? Tap the top of your cheekbones. Am I sure that it's the only way? Is there another way of looking at this? Maybe this doesn't have to be true for me. Just because it seemed true in the past, it doesn't mean it has to be true now, does it? Don't try to think of the answer. Big deep breath. It's okay if one comes up or one doesn't, but you don't want to think of the answer. Big sigh. Okay, almost done. Hand on your heart, dip it above your lips. So notice the feeling now. What color is it compared to before? Invite your younger self into your body, into your heart space, and create her a safe space. So what does she want? Does she want a playhouse, a big house? Does she want a pool? Does she want some bunny rabbits or a dog or a big tiger to protect her that loves her completely? And you might like to pause real quick and just come up with a little imagination without going anywhere else. But you don't need to. So what is coming up for her to keep her safe and happy? Okay, so imagine you're giving it to her and you can't spoil her. You can even imagine a happier family or a whole new one. You can imagine her in a whole new situation. Just imagine beautiful swirling, light swirling around the image. Lifting her into this new reality, vibrationally speaking. Tap the diva under your lips. Imagine beautiful grass and flowers growing. Imagine vines of love and light flowing. Maybe they're outside the window, or maybe they're growing up on ground around her. I want you to sit with her and hug this remaining part of you and rock backwards and forwards and say, even though I have this remaining part of me, and I feel it to a number of what does it feel in this moment? I give it permission to be here so I can protect it. So either infinite intelligence or so God's love can protect it. I invite this part of me into my body. Do that, breathe in, really release the clenching, the cramping, let it in, get out of its way. Big sigh, relax your heart towards it. Don't even expect it to change. Your job is to let it happen. You're changing you. You're changing your reaction to this pain. You're letting go of judgment. Big yawn, hands on your heart. And even though it would be really weird for this to change, I'm curious to see what could happen. In my new reality, I get to choose. Get excited, go, I wonder what I could choose. What if it gets to be easier than I imagined? Empty airhead, open, curious. Thoughts can pop in, but don't try to think of it. You want to be open. What if it is easier than I imagined? Take a breath on that. What would it feel like if I knew that it was easier than I imagined? You know what's a negative story? Turn it around. Instead of say the negative story. Pause if you need to finish it. I'm choosing to change my mind, okay? Big deep breath, hands solidly on your chest. Breathe into the remaining feeling and relax your heart towards it. Big sigh, breathy, light, energy, playful even. Move your body however she wants to move. I love and approve of myself. Relax towards any remaining tension. Don't try to change it. You change your reaction to it. I love and accept myself. I choose to accept that this is just how I am at the moment. But it is changing. And in my now reality, the truth is, what's your new positive thing? The opposite thing about the negative. Maybe the truth is it gets to be easier for me and I actually do show up and, I can actually share my truth and I can actually shine bright and, now I actually gather around people who support me and listen to me and respect me. Okay, so you go tell your opposite empowering story. Go. Okay, you want more? Tap your chest. And I'm really beginning to believe it. I'm really allowing myself to feel it. And I'm curious to see what will happen now. Because I feel different compared to when I sat down. Right? I feel different. That means I've changed something. And when I change my inner world, by default, the outer world changes. And you say to yourself, doesn't it? So when you change your inner world, by default, the mirror reality always changes. Even if you've still got some stuff left, it's okay. So give it permission to stay. Even though I have some remaining stuff, I give it permission to stay. Okay, we're done now. Big sigh. And I will protect it. God, the universe, whichever you prefer, God will protect it. So wrap it in a golden blanket And I want you to fully just let go of any hope of it changing anymore right now. No hope. Just full acceptance and allowance and just protecting it now. Big sigh. Relax that clenching. Release it into your body, into your heart. Okay. So, say what you want, what your goal is, with your desire at the beginning. I want what? And I know I can have it because, say, a new positive belief. So I give myself permission to feel it and believe it. Okay, now what's the negative belief that you're working with? What's that feeling? And what number is it now? Big sigh. And finally, just no thinking. Tune in, ask God, the universe, ask God, your highest self, go right into your body. What is one action that I'm interested in taking, that you're actually interested in taking? What's one action that I'm interested in taking now? Now, I want you to next, that doesn't have to actually be aligned with the goal. Don't let it be logical. What are you actually interested in? So you could go through a list of, maybe you're interested in writing a blog. Maybe you're interested in having a shower. Maybe you're interested in going to the beach. Maybe you're interested in the idea of doing a video or reaching out to some clients or creating your group or creating something or doing this or doing that or having a nap. What's the thing that actually interests you that you're willing to do? Now, for change, to manifestation to be real, you got to take the action. Okay, even if it still feels a bit scary or clunky, but as long as you've got an interest in it, okay, as long as it actually interests you, go do the action. Let me know the action below. Please share your experience in the comments. I love to know that you're there. Do not think that just because, I'm here on this platform that I don't care whether you see or not. It really, every person that watches this, I care about your experience and I want to know. It always makes me happy to hear. So let me know your experience. Let me know any questions you have about the tapping, about spiritual law, success, changing, healing, physical pain or anxiety or any sort of thing in the comments, and I can make videos on them to help you. So I'm Kai Clifford. I'm your spiritual guide and energy alchemist, and I am here to help you sort yourself out so that you can get your message out to the world and access your true brilliance and genius. So please share this if it's helped you. Let your friends know. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.